Yo, what's going on, guys? I am going to show you a quick tip here in Cubase, but really you could do this in any DAW. It's how to do a reverse snare. And I went and I picked up a snare that was nice and punchy, nice and fat from Splice, and anything that you get off of Splice is royalty free, so you can use it in your music, you can use it when you produce, and I'm just going to show you the sample here real quick. It's a nice punchy, fat snare. And so what you're going to do first is you're going to get a reverb plugin. I'm just going to use the stock reverb here in Cubase. This one sounds pretty good. And I'm going to bring down the pre-delay, so I don't really have any of that. I'm going to make this, say, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds for the reverb time. And I'm going to hit play real quick, see how that sounds. Okay, we got a nice good decay on that reverb, but it's kind of fat. It's got a little too much low end in it, not really enough high end for my taste. But really, you can make this sound however you'd like, whatever you're looking for. But let me cut some of that low end stuff out. There, it's not as boomy. And I'm gonna bring in some highs here. Cool, so that sounds pretty good. We're just gonna go with that. Again, you can experiment and make it kind of sound however you want to make it sound. But so when I play this, you hear that the reverb decays to right about there is where you quit hearing it. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw another piece of an audio file here real quick. And I'm just for good measure, I'm gonna pull it back, a little further than where it probably needs to go. And I'm going to glue these together. I'm going to select this and I'm going to bounce this in place so it's one solid audio file. All right, and so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to render this audio file, and I'm going to call it reverse snare. Now, rendering, what that's going to do is it's going to commit that reverb to this audio track. It's going to like print it onto the track. So when I hit render, now you're going to see I've got all this decay. Now the reverb has actually been committed to this audio track. There is not a reverb on this channel, but it's got the reverb on it. So there you go. You can hear it. And so from here, what I'm going to do in Cubase, and you can do this in any DAW. I don't know how you do reverse in other DAWs. You'll have to see how, if you're on Pro Tools or Logic, you're going to see how you have to, or you're going to have to look up how to do the reverse. But this is how you would do it here on Cubase. I just hit process, I hit reverse, and now I have got a reverse snare. So what I'm going to do real quick, now I'm going to show you what this would sound like if I was actually kind of like using it in conjunction with a real snare. So let's say I did that reverse snare and I left the reverb on this one just because it's going to sound really cool. The reverse snare, and it sounds huge. So you're going to use that in a lot of productions. You'll hear that in metalcore, you'll hear that in EDM, you'll hear that in all sorts of genres. You'll hear that in probably just about any genre nowadays. But that is your quick tip. That is how to do a reverse snare. If you like the content, subscribe to my page. Go ahead and drop a like if you're feeling the video. And I'm going to post a link to my Instagram and a link to my Facebook page. If you're somebody who's producing and looking for someone who wants to mix and master your music, you're looking for somebody who can mix and master, go ahead and reach out to me. I would be happy to do a mix and master for you. And let me know what you guys want to see next. And peace out.